Welcome to this special edition of 7K News. I am Biter Beck. I'm along with, I don't know, two assholes.
I'm Buckmau. Hello, interwebs.
Buckmau and the human asshole.
How's that streaming channel going, Buckmau?
Right now it's a little stagnant, but once it started back up, it'll all be good.
Fire it up. Yeah, you're world famous, dude. You got to keep that shit going. That's the problem with fucking streamers, right? You got to keep streaming shit, and some days you don't feel like doing it.
Dude, I haven't streamed in like 2 weeks, let's be honest.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Probably more than that.
Get in there, and it's like, yeah, I'm tired.
Things happen.
Yeah.
Masturbation kills after work.
Masturbation kills. Yeah, so let's start off with what is the episode of Game of Thrones that just really sticks out in your mind? What's the one that it's like, hey, if you haven't seen Game of Thrones, this is the episode that you should see?
You could go ahead and take this, Alex.
Why, God?
I'm still thinking.
It's definitely going to be the episode that changed my reality. When Hodor dies, and it's revealed that he never really had a choice if he was going to or not. And that really crushed my soul, and then recycled the change out for 5 cents. And I really don't care about life anymore after that episode.
Damn, a whole episode changed your whole outlook on life, huh?
That was one of the most fucked up episodes in the entire series, I must agree. I mean, shit, you're watching that shit, and then you just see the whole chain of events go down, where, Mira's telling Bran to warg into Hodor because he don't want to do shit because he's scared, and so, but he goes way too far back, and now he's looking at Hodor as a child, fat 10-year-old child who was a normal kid, and then he's like, hold the door. And then all of a sudden the kid has a seizure, and Bran's staring at him. He's like, fuck, I did this. You just wrecked.
That kind of also plays into the whole thing I've been thinking about lately, though.
Bran had no regret. Let's make that clear. He had no regret.
Afterwards, yeah. I mean, he couldn't. He didn't have time.
Whoa.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're telling me that Bran didn't give a shit about Hodor?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. I didn't stutter.
Why do you feel that way?
Definitely, Bran has been a selfish son of a bitch, like, from the get-go.
What?
I broke my legs. I can't walk. Get the fuck out. Homie, do you know that people who break one toe...
Hey. I'm gonna stop you right there, because he honestly didn't even want to live if he couldn't walk again. I'm not sure if that was... Hold on. I'm not sure if that was in the show or if it was in the book, because I'm going through the book right now and I'm rewatching the show. But at one point, he doesn't even want to live because he can't walk again. He sees no point. All right? But he goes on because he has these people that tell him that he needs to go on. And at one point, he meets fucking what's his face with his sister. What's his name? Jojen? All right. So he meets Jojen inside of his premonition, right? Inside of his dream premonition. And he tells him that his purpose is to meet up with him to do what they need to do. So I don't think Bran's existence is based on his perception that he is the most important person. I think that his perception is based on what other people expect him to become. I think that he is a very important character, which we still don't know what the end game is with him, but I think his character was built on what other people have told him, not what he honestly believes about himself.
Okay. And what have people told him? That he's important?
Yeah, I mean, if you were seeing shit that hasn't happened within your lifetime,
hold the door, buddy, and then.
Dude, I think that if he knew how to go back to that time, he would have changed things. I don't think he would have fucked up Hodor. I think that the whole time thing affects everything. Like, it's something that was already set into place. I don't think by the time he goes back and sees what happened to Hodor, I don't think it was him causing that moment right that second. I think it was something that had already happened that was playing out at the moment that it needed to.
Okay.
I agree with that, but Bran's the catalyst.
Yeah.
A catalyst for what, though?
He's a catalyst for that chain of events.
Obviously, there has to be a starting point, yes.
Okay.
The starting point is the Three-Eyed Crow, because he's, the original Three-Eyed Crow, Brendan Rivers, who's, he's a Targaryen bastard.
Is that okay? He's a Targaryen bastard. He's not Bran from when he's old as fuck.
No, but since he has been in that tree for hundreds of years, seeing how all these events play out, I'm of the mind that he orchestrated this event.
Exactly. It's not Bran, right?
But Bran had to be a part of it. And he specifically went after Bran to get him to come to him in the tree so that he could be a part of this whole shit that he's been witnessing for the last 300 years or however long he's been up in that tree.
Right, because there has to be a purpose, right?
Yeah.
There has to be a purpose. Otherwise, why would it be him specifically? So, see, what it comes down to is, I think, Alex, you believe that Bran is doing all this shit. He doesn't care about the people that he's affecting. He's just doing all this shit because he's doing all this shit. But I think that he is a product of something that's already been in effect since before he was even born.
Yeah.
He just happens to be mixed up in it.
So that's a good job. Way to, just really shit on my point. But
when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Matter who the fuck passed down from what to what? The choice was made at that moment. Hodor died like a man.
Somebody had to die. Somebody had to die.
Somebody had to die. That whole scene, fucking the children of the Forest die.
They died. It was inevitable.
They all died in the tree.
Yes.
The Three-Eyed Crow died in the tree.
Right.
He was killed by the Night King himself. What was that about? I think he had a fucking vendetta against him. That's really interesting.
I'm gonna call a pause though, real quick. Since you've read the books, has this been explained in the books at all?
Oh hell no, books ain't even there yet.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So this is all going off of the people who created the show.
Yes, they jumped way ahead, and they got George's blessing, but yeah, they're on their own shit.
But this point could be like completely contradictory with what actually happened within the book. Like, it sucks because you have to have a jumping point when it comes to time travel and all that shit. You have to have an initial jumping point, like when things change, somebody went back in time, changed something, blah 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 blah. So that has a major impact on whose fault it was to, christen that. What was his name? Hodor. What was his original name?
Willis.
Okay.
Willis?
So,
poor Willis, yeah.
Poor Willis. Anyway, somebody had to decide that this is the person that changed the fates forever. If this person didn't hold the door for Bran to escape, then nothing would work out. Like, that falls on them, all right? And we can't decide if that's Bran or if it's somebody else. I think Bran is living in a pre-constructed reality. He just doesn't realize it. It's the same feeling we have as human beings, where we believe that there's a we live by a certain predetermined lifetime. Like we're already on this path of what's going to happen and stuff like that. I don't know what I'm getting at, to be honest. Like I think that he's on a path that's already predetermined. It has nothing to do with him. He only knows what's coming to him, right? Like, I don't think he has anything to do with Hodor. Oh, my God.
Hodor.
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 I don't think he has anything to do with that. I think that was already predetermined. Okay. And I think that you placing the blame on Bran is kind of fucked up.
Well, it was kind of fucked up. Hodor didn't get a choice.
I don't even know how to refute that, and I'm tired. I don't really want to fuck with that. Anyways, moving on. Um,
That was your main point. That was your point. Yeah. What do you mean you want to defend that?
You thought it out. Great. Sounds good. I'll give you the okay. You won.
No, you need to argue it. You cannot say that's your favorite episode and that's the one you want to bring
You
up.
know what? They're walking away from your points.
Because of so many other things. For example, the concept of the timepiece of Bram's memory
Mm-hmm.
and triggering current at the moment things. So that was interesting as hell. And I think that instance showed me that these writers this show is probably the greatest show of all time.
Oh, most definitely.
Oh, well, getting to that, yeah, of course. Like, I definitely think that there's such a deeper meaning to everything, and I think that the writers did a great job because we all know that the show has gone past the books at this point. So they're writing a lot of things that are different from the book and not including the book. So they're doing a great job with like the whole like not a subculture, but like the subplot that's going on.
Yeah.
They're doing pretty great.
Yeah, and they're also getting advice from the writer himself. So
that is true. That's
so
true.
you know, if they have an idea and it's a little too far off tangent, he'll direct them back to, yeah, maybe you want to go this way. And that's all we have time for in this special edition of 7K News. Please join us again as this discussion will continue. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and see you next time.